Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The sports world woke up to a seismic shock today as Tyreek Hill officially confirmed his arrival at the San Francisco 49ers. A move that instantly sent shockwaves across the NFL. Fans and analysts alike were caught off guard, with speculation having swirled for weeks, teasing the possibility but never fully confirming the reality. Hill, widely regarded as one of the most electrifying wide receivers of his generation, now joins a team that has consistently been in the mix for Super Bowl contention, adding a layer of depth, speed, and game-breaking ability that could redefine the 49ers' offensive strategy. Rumors suggest that behind the scenes, the negotiation process was intense, with multiple teams vying for Hill's signature. Yet it was the vision presented by San Francisco's front office and coaching staff that ultimately sealed the deal. Fans immediately flooded social media with reactions, ranging from sheer excitement to stunned disbelief, with many dissecting how Hill's presence could shift the balance of power in the NFC. The timing of this announcement could not have been more dramatic, coinciding with critical roster moves and draft preparations, signaling a strategic push by the 49ers to cement themselves as championship contenders in the coming season. Analysts are already projecting the ripple effects on the rest of the league, imagining how defenses will have to adapt and what this means for quarterback dynamics and offensive schemes in the most competitive division of the NFL. This isn't just a signing. It's a statement that reverberates far beyond the confines of Levi's Stadium. Sources close to the organization hint that Hill's decision wasn't just about money or statistics, but about a culture and system that promised to maximize his talents while giving him a platform to chase the elusive Super Bowl glory that has so far eluded him. Inside reports reveal intense strategy sessions where coaches meticulously planned how to integrate Hill into existing formations, balancing his unmatched speed with the team's complex playbook. Rumor has it that Hill demanded a say in how the offensive schemes would evolve, a sign of his growing influence and recognition as not just a player, but a transformative presence capable of altering the dynamics of the entire league. The locker room, meanwhile, is reportedly buzzing with anticipation and a touch of nervous energy, as veterans and newcomers alike speculate on the chemistry that will inevitably develop between Hill and the 49ers quarterback, who now carries the exciting but weighty task of delivering passes to one of the fastest receivers in football history. Pundits have begun drafting potential highlight reels in their minds, envisioning Hill darting across the field, executing catches that defy physics, and creating separation in ways that leave defenders grasping at air. Even opponents are taking note, with rival teams allegedly recalibrating defensive schemes and personnel decisions in preparation for the nightmare scenario of facing Hill at full speed. Speculation continues to swirl around the precise timing of his debut, fueling debates on forums, sports shows, and fan channels. Every angle seems under scrutiny, from salary cap implications to fantasy football projections, yet the overarching narrative remains clear. The NFL has entered a new chapter where the 49ers, bolstered by Hill's arrival, may rewrite expectations for an entire season. Behind the scenes, whispers of secret meetings, late-night calls, and strategic maneuvers paint a picture of an organization laser-focused on acquiring Hill while minimizing leaks to the press. Negotiators reportedly worked tirelessly to find a mutually beneficial arrangement that satisfied both Hill's ambitions and the team's long-term vision, a delicate balance that, if mishandled, could have unraveled the deal entirely. Insiders claim that the 49ers front office had scouted multiple potential landing spots for Hill, weighing the pros and cons of each option, yet the allure of playing in a system designed for explosive plays ultimately won Hill over. There are rumors that the signing involved creative structuring, performance incentives, and clauses designed to ensure alignment between Hill's personal goals and the franchise's championship aspirations. Fans, of course, have been quick to speculate on the emotional dimension of the move, imagining the locker room dynamics, the leadership challenges, and the electric energy that Hill's presence could bring. Analysts, meanwhile, are crunching numbers, trying to forecast how Hill's addition might impact yardage, scoring opportunities, and the overall trajectory of the 49ers season. Sports media outlets have already started crafting narratives, suggesting that Hill's arrival signals a broader strategic vision from the 49ers, one that prioritizes speed, adaptability, and relentless pressure on opposing defenses. The story is evolving minute by minute, and even casual fans find themselves swept up in the excitement and speculation as Tyreek Hill becomes not just a player on a roster, but the centerpiece of a potentially transformative era in San Francisco football. Reports from social media indicate that Hill's fans have reacted with a mixture of elation and curiosity, dissecting every tweet, every hint dropped by insiders, and every historical precedent for such high-profile moves. The narrative is alive and vibrant, with speculation ranging from how Hill's style of play might complement existing stars to whether his arrival signals a shift in the 49ers' offensive philosophy. Every highlight from Hill's previous seasons has been revisited, analyzed, and theorized in context of his new team, with commentators debating how quickly he could develop chemistry with his quarterback and what adjustments might be needed on both sides of the ball. Rumor has it that preseason will be a critical testing ground, not just for Hill, but for the entire roster, as coaches experiment with formations, play calling, and innovative strategies to fully integrate the new star. Conversations in fan forums oscillate between strategic optimism and cautious realism, reflecting the inherent unpredictability of football. Even betting markets have responded, adjusting odds in ways that suggest Hill's presence could have immediate and measurable impacts on win-loss projections. The buzz surrounding Hill's arrival is more than just hype. It's a seismic narrative shift that has captured attention across platforms, fueling debates, analysis, and a palpable anticipation that feels almost cinematic in its intensity. It's a story in motion, a rumor now confirmed, and one that promises to dominate headlines, broadcasts, and locker room chatter for weeks, months, and potentially the entirety of the coming season. Some insiders have hinted at broader strategic implications beyond just the immediate impact on the field, suggesting that Hill's presence could influence draft strategies, free agent signings, and even coaching decisions in ways that ripple across the league. The signing is being framed as a masterstroke by some analysts, a gamble by others, and a potential turning point for the 49ers' franchise trajectory. Speculation has intensified around Hill's relationship with key players, particularly veteran leaders, as fans wonder whether his competitive fire will elevate the team's intensity or create new dynamics that must be carefully managed. There are even murmurs about the psychological effect of Hill's arrival on opponents, with some suggesting that the sheer anticipation of facing one of the fastest, most elusive receivers could influence game planning, in-game adjustments, and defensive alignments. Reports also suggest that Hill's own preparation and mindset are under scrutiny, with close sources noting that his dedication to film study, speed drills, and route mastery will be critical to maximizing his effectiveness within the 49ers system. While the official announcement is now public, speculation continues to run rampant, fueled by every interview, every social media post, and every subtle hint dropped by team insiders. Hill's arrival is more than a transaction. It's a catalyst, a narrative driver, and a story that will dominate the NFL conversation, shaping headlines, podcasts, and fan debates in a way that few other moves in recent memory have. The ripple effect of Hill joining the 49ers has already begun, with analysts forecasting increased scoring potential, shifts in defensive schematics, and an uptick in fan engagement both in stadiums and across digital platforms. The broader sports media landscape is responding with intense coverage, interviews with experts, and speculative breakdowns of every possible scenario. Rumor has it that Hill's arrival has also accelerated internal discussions about contract structuring for other key players, reflecting a domino effect that extends beyond the initial signing. Even sponsors and commercial partners are reportedly taking notice, envisioning marketing campaigns and promotional efforts that leverage Hill's star power to enhance the team's brand. The excitement isn't confined to California. It's spreading across the league, with other teams assessing the competitive implications, considering defensive adjustments, and perhaps reevaluating their own personnel strategies. Fans are already imagining highlight reels, game-winning plays, and the unforgettable moments that Hill could generate in scarlet and gold. Every conversation, every broadcast, and every online discussion seems to pivot around the same central theme. Tyreek Hill is now a 49er, and the NFL landscape just became infinitely more electrifying, unpredictable, and intensely watchable, as if a new chapter in football history is quietly, yet dramatically, unfolding before our eyes. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. As the news of Tyreek Hill joining the San Francisco 49ers continues to reverberate, insiders suggest that the ripple effects could extend far beyond the playing field, reshaping team dynamics, fan expectations, and even the psychological atmosphere within the locker room. Hill's arrival is rumored to have prompted intense discussions among team leadership about leadership hierarchies, mentorship roles, and the distribution of on-field responsibilities, signaling that his influence may be as much cultural as it is athletic. The speed, agility, and unpredictability Hill brings are not simply additive. They're transformative, potentially forcing coaches to rethink play calling, routes, and timing in ways that could redefine how the 49ers execute offense. Speculation abounds regarding the quarterback's adaptation, as analysts debate whether this union will produce instantaneous chemistry or require a period of adjustment, during which Hill's game-changing ability might fluctuate, depending on timing, alignment, and defensive schemes. Rumors hint at secret practice sessions, film study marathons, and experimental formations designed to unleash Hill's full potential while simultaneously maintaining the integrity of existing strategies. Even casual observers are caught up in the whirlwind of conjecture, dissecting highlight reels, scrutinizing past performance metrics, and projecting statistical outcomes as if every play were already scripted in anticipation of Hill's debut, creating a narrative tension that feels almost cinematic in its scope. Speculation from league insiders further suggests that Hill's signing could act as a catalyst for additional roster moves, with the front office reportedly evaluating whether complementary players should be added to maximize his impact on the field. Rumors indicate that wide receivers, tight ends, and even running backs may be strategically reassessed to create optimal spacing, timing, and coverage distractions, amplifying Hill's threat and forcing opposing defenses into constant reactive adjustments. Analysts are already generating predictive models that attempt to quantify Hill's influence on yardage, first downs, red zone efficiency, and scoring probability, producing figures that suggest a dramatic elevation in offensive output. Beyond statistics, Hill's presence appears to have sparked a psychological shift, instilling confidence in teammates and injecting a new level of urgency into practice intensity, game day preparation, and overall team mentality. Fans are buzzing with anticipation, imagining sequences where Hill breaks tackles, accelerates past defenders, and executes catches that defy conventional wisdom, creating highlight reels that could dominate sports media for months. Conversations in online forums and social media channels reveal an eagerness to speculate on every potential matchup scenario, from divisional clashes to Super Bowl projections, each fueled by the sense that Hill's addition is not just impactful, but potentially historic. The ongoing dialogue underscores the narrative of transformation surrounding the 49ers, as Hill's arrival shifts the team into a different echelon of competitiveness, one that commands attention across the league and keeps rivals on perpetual alert. Insiders hint at the logistical complexity behind Hill's integration, suggesting that coaching staff have meticulously planned his acclimation, mapping out routes, timing windows, and situational responsibilities to harmonize with existing offensive structures. Rumors describe late-night strategy sessions and collaborative drills where playbooks were examined in painstaking detail, each adjustment scrutinized for its potential to either exploit Hill's speed or create misalignment with the broader scheme. Analysts speculate that Hill's adaptability, combined with his deep understanding of opposing defensive tendencies, could allow the 49ers to introduce innovative formations and unexpected motion plays, forcing opponents into reactive positions that amplify mistakes and create scoring opportunities. Fans are imagining not just the physical implications but the storytelling dimension, picturing electrifying sequences of catches, deep routes, and last-minute game-changing plays that redefine narratives around team heroics and clutch performances. The media is already spinning potential scenarios, projecting Hill's impact on fantasy leagues, season-long statistics, and potential accolades, emphasizing that his arrival is a major disruptor in multiple dimensions. Furthermore, whispers suggest that Hill's leadership off the field, mentorship of younger players, and influence in the locker room culture may establish a new ethos centered on speed, precision, and relentless competitiveness, reshaping the 49ers' identity in ways that could persist far beyond a single season. In this context, Hill's signing becomes not just a transaction, but a narrative fulcrum, around which fan expectations, media storylines, and league speculation pivot continuously, creating an immersive saga of anticipation, excitement, and strategic intrigue that feels as electrifying as the player himself. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.